Big Z Reviews. Bloodshot is a new action sci-fi film that is based on a graphic novel or comic book series by the same name from Valiant Comics. And it's not very good, but I mean, I've seen worse.
What is this place?
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you got yourself killed. At RST, we rebuild the most important assets in the U.S. military. Soldiers like yourself. You're the first who we've successfully managed to bring back. But improved, enhanced. With the technology in your veins, you have an army inside you that will not only make you stronger, it will heal you instantly.
Those are directed by Dave Wilson and mainly stars Vin Diesel as the Bloodshot, although I don't think they ever really call him that in the film. There's no really reason for Bloodshot other than that's the name of the comic, I believe. I really have no feelings for the comic. I know of it. I think I've read like some a free comic book day stuff from Valiant with Bloodshot, but it never really interested me enough to check it out. But you know, it's Vin Diesel, and Vin Diesel is very Vin Diesel in this film. Like, he is, for most of the film, he is doing this hello mumble. And what are you talking about? We're not talking about family, but I'm talking about my wife. I love my wife a murder, and I need to get vengeance. And I really think that Vin Diesel, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, and Lou Ferrigno should join to make a podcast called the most undecipherable podcast ever, where they just, like, you can't understand anything. They have a whole conversation you can't really quite understand for an hour, because I mean, it's getting worse and worse. I swear. Like, when he actually has emotion in his voice and talks higher, you can understand him. But sometimes I'm like, could you put subtitles on? Because I'm having trouble understanding you. And it's some of his performance too. It's so odd. But you know, I mean, he is being his action hero. Like, he is the same sort of character as he is in all his films, and you know, it's fine. But it's just, you know, it's too bad. This film, if you've seen the trailer for it, like, I mean, it's completely spoiled. But it's weird because like the first like half hour of the film, maybe a little bit more than that, is not that. You know, it's just a straight, like, you're watching it like you don't know anything's going on, and then once he succeeds, then Sam Heughan as the main villain, which, look, I love Sam Heughan. He is awesome in Outlander. His American accent is not very good, and he's playing such a villain. Like, I'm surprised he didn't have like a mustache. He go, oh, twirling the mustache. You know, like, instead he chews gum and like slams it underneath the table, and it's the performance is a little odd. But you know, he, like, the idea is that he is a soldier, and they're never really sure, like, but it's saying when he died, but like this industry kind of gets his body and does experiments on him and puts nanomachines as his blood, and like he can recover from any injury as long as his nanomachines have energy. And like when he gets really, he overcharges himself. He supercharges himself. His chest glows red and his eyes turn red. And you know, it's the idea. I mean, the spoiler, but I mean, all the trailers show it. But the idea that, like, for the first half an hour or more, like, you're following, like you don't know what's happening. Like he is his someone like kills his wife and kills him. And then he wakes up and they like rebuilt him, and now he wants to go on a revenge mission to kill this guy. And then you learn that he's already done this a bunch of times, and like he's the boss man is having him kill all of his former partners so he can keep the tech to himself. And the actual plot is just so kind of heavy. It's not much there, and it's weird too because you think this whole setup for how like it's building on his sense of like vengeance and like that's so powerful, and like he'll never stop. And I feel like they should have done more, like they finally come up inside the end, like for the big finale. There's like he doesn't go on much of a rampage. Like, he only fights really the one guy and maybe the one other kind of modified guy a little bit. But like, I expected something like this $1 billion building with these things that are building all these machines of war. I felt like there should have been a lot more there instead of just fighting Sam Hugan with like mech arms, and like Dr. Octopus, like and it's just that it's too, when a couple times like earlier on there's like a chase scene, and the chase scene's not bad, but then like every once in a while they cut the Sam Hugan, he had like fake legs, and they'd be like running super fast in CG, and then you cut to a camera of him like running slowly, like they show his actual real face. Then they cut to him doing crazy stuff, and it was like it didn't feel right. It felt like there's two completely different things. And the CG is not horrible there when small doses, but then later for the big climatic fight between Sam Hugan and Vin Diesel, they go full body, full face CGI for these characters, and it doesn't look good. I mean, it looks like, Matrix Revolutions or Reloaded. Revolutions, I think, when you find all things in its full CGI, it looks horrible. But like now, I mean, they're sure they couldn't spend the time and money on it. They did that movie, but now tech is up. So, I mean, so that the tech is better now, so it's cheaper, but it still doesn't look good. Like, I mean, it's just, they could have done stuff, they could have done something real, but then they decided to have this whole big fight in the side of a building, and it's like, there's no way to do this fight without making it fully CGI, and it probably costs a decent amount, and just doesn't look good. I don't know why you choose to do that. Like, make this fully CGI Vin Diesel that looks slightly like the comic book, but still not really. But it's just kind of goofy. Like, some of the designs look cool, like Eliza Gonzalez, like some stuff with her like is cool, and then there's some other like things that they've modified humans are kind of cool, but it's just, I feel like that's just from the comic books, and they try to do a version of it, and the actual this movie itself is just kind of mediocre. But I mean, it's not, you can watch it, turn your brain off, and have fun with it, but it's just nothing great, It's nothing worth going to movie theater with all the shenanigans that are going on right now. It's just okay. It's a decent, I mean, it's not good. It's not a good action film, but there is some fun to be had, when it eventually comes on Netflix or whatever it'll be on. Like, I mean, you may want to check it out then, but I wouldn't recommend doing anything, going out of your way to see it right now. Probably give like a 6.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. You can check out my video playlist on my head and subscribe to me at Z over there. Thanks. This has been a Big Z movie review. Thanks for watching.